Hello everyone, this is Mr. Porter speaking, and this will be our very first lesson of Math 2. We're going to start off next week talking about something that hopefully you are all familiar with and mostly comfortable with, just order of operations using an old friend called PEMDAS. This is what order of operations is, and that's simply simplifying expressions or solving equations using this process of parentheses first, then exponents, multiplying and dividing, and addition and subtraction. And also being able to notice when the standard of PEMDAS sometimes doesn't apply. So we're going to go over two examples, guys, for now, just to get you thinking about this. And I'll see if we're all on this right track or if we need a bit more practice. So first off, example 1. 3 times 5 squared minus 10. It's always good to just think about what is PEMDAS, what are we going to start with. So we start with parentheses, but I don't see any parentheses. So we can cross that off. But then our next step is exponents, and I see an exponent, 5 squared. So let's go ahead and simplify that. 5 squared, that's 5 times 5. So that means we're going to get 25. So we have 3 times 25 minus 10. I don't see any more exponents. We can go and cross that off too. Now we talk about multiplying and dividing. I don't see any division. Remember, you should do these two around the same time. But I do see multiplication, 3 times 25. And that's going to give us 75. So now we're done with multiplying and dividing. Cross that off. Now I only see addition and subtraction. So I'm looking at 75 minus 10. Oh, that's subtraction right there. So I'm going to do 75 minus 10. Now that we have a single number, we know that we are fully simplified. There's nothing else we can do. So it turns out this whole expression we had at the start is just the number 65. That doesn't seem too bad, right? Let's try a second example. This one's a little bit more complicated, and in fact, it might show us that PEMDAS isn't always perfect, and we need to think a bit more critically about our work to get this right. But let's just try to do it one step at a time, okay? Parentheses. The very first thing I see, parentheses right here. In fact, you should always be thinking about dealing with parentheses first. 5 minus 1, that's going to give us a 4. So we're done with parentheses. Well, technically we have this right here, this 4, but you can't do anything else inside of it. So now we're going to cross off parentheses because that's fully simplified. Now, exponents is next. I see a squared right here. 4 squared, not the 8, just the 4. 4 squared is 4 times 4, which is going to be 16. So now I see no more exponents. I'm going to go ahead and cross that off. Now we have a little bit more work to do. I'm taking a look at this. I see multiplication and division. Multiplying should be pretty obvious, right? It's right there. However, do you guys see the division? That's what this fraction line means. It means this top divided by the bottom number. But we can't do anything with it yet, right? Because we have a 1 plus 3 on the bottom. So let's just multiply. 8 times 16 gives us 128. We'll cross that off for now. Now, is there any addition and subtraction? There's 1 plus 3, which is 4. And now you're probably thinking, am I done? I can cross off addition and subtraction. There's nothing left on the list. This is what I mean about think about this critically. We can do a little bit more, right? We can do 128 divided by 4. So even though we went through PEMDAS, if there's a little bit more that we can do, we should solve it. So 128 divided by 4 is 32. And then that's it. So you guys are going to have a few problems where I'm going to ask you to just simplify some expressions. Do your best on those. Make sure you submit it into Google Documents so you can get your credit for this video. There's going to be one more video for you to do before the next class. If you have any questions, feel free to email me about it or come in during office hours or just ask me during class. You guys have a good day. Bye.